Hello, welcome. This is Louise from Peace and Presence Wellbeing and the owner of Kalm's Wisdom for Kids. So I'll give you a few moments to join in for this live question and answer session. And while we're doing that, I'm going to just share the post. So if you do have any questions, I'd love to hear them, and then I can share the answers with the people, whether you're watching live or whether you're going to watch the replay. So I'll just give it a few more minutes to let people join in. I'm just going to share it. Hello, Luby White. Well, nice of you to join us. I'm just going to share this with my page, so give me a couple of minutes. Okay, thank you for joining. Well, let's try this out. I'll give you a wave. I've not tried that before. So, I am now live on Kalm's Wisdom for Kids group. I've got a couple of questions, but before we start, what I'm going to do is just, please can you share this post? You're very welcome, Luby. Love the name. That's what I got called when I was a bit younger as well, being Louise. Luby. It's not stuck though. I don't know why. So I'm just going to give a little overview. Oh, sorry, yeah. Can you share this post? Please share it with your friends, your family, people you think that might benefit for their children with the holiday camp over the summer holidays. This is a new camp that I'm doing. I've never done this before. So I'll give you a teeny bit of a background over me. So I'm Louise Winstanley. I'm owner of Peace and Presence Wellbeing, which focuses on holistic therapies in the Manchester area. But I am from Wigan, and I do work with children, and this is where I've combined my therapies and the idea of the camp together with what I do. So I'm currently employed as a teaching assistant. I'm a qualified level 3 teaching assistant, and I work one-to-one with a boy who's diagnosed with autism. And I've previously worked in other schools for children with SEM. I have worked for play worker. I'm a qualified play worker, so I've worked in lots of environments with children around Wigan, out on the parks, in Scouts camp, guides, brownies, worked with travellers, under fives, quite a vast experience with that. And I've also worked for, if you've heard of Leisure for All, they support children with additional needs in the Wigan area. So I've supported them for, I think, 7 years I worked for them. And now I just currently work as a teaching assistant. So I'm LCLAN trained, I'm teaching assistant trained, and I've got play worker qualification, and I've got training in holistic therapies as well. So that's just a little bit about me. So the wellbeing holiday camps are something that's coming to Wigan. I'm trying it out, see how it goes. The aim of the camps is to kind of looking at helping children calm their minds and their bodies with the use of creative wellbeing activities. So this is to enable them to have positive self-esteem, confidence, the ability to have self-regulation skills to manage their emotions. So focusing a lot on the social, emotional and mental health wellbeing, using my experience and background working with a lot of children. So I really want to focus on this, and it's going to be a small niche camp at each location. There's one at Ince and one at Aspel. So it's going to be a very small group of children, up to about 12 children I'm hoping to have, so that children are feeling comfortable. I don't want anxiety to be the first thing that they think of when they come into such a place. So it's trying to lower those anxieties, help them manage their own self-regulating behaviours, and supporting them as best I can. So at the moment it is me. I'm looking at having some volunteers and possibly some other staff working with me. This is to be confirmed at further dates. So anyway, I'll get on to the questions. If you have a question, Luby, please post it, and I'll just go to the couple of questions that I've got, and I'll reel off a few more answers to things that might be on people's minds. So the first thing was about activities. What activities are going to be involved? So I'm just going to give a little bit of an overview. So when children come in the morning, we're going to look at doing mindfulness, meditation and movement. So the mindfulness is going to be doing some breathing exercises, helping them check in with themselves, help them feel how they're feeling, just know how they feel and understand that emotion. And using my L-Plan experience and social skills that I do with children currently, I'll be incorporating this later in the day with some activities. So the first thing is like to work on the emotions and how they're feeling. We'll just do some calming, like mindfulness, just see how the body feels as well. And then we're going to move on to a little bit of movement, which will be involved in like some energy moving. If you've heard of Tai Chi, just some very simple techniques that I've picked up along the way, Tai Chi and Qigong. It's nothing too complicated, and we can make it up as we go along. If the kids want to throw some moves in, then we'll do that. But it's just to get them to getting gently warmed up into the morning. The first thing after that is we're going to be looking at social skills and circle time. So that's involving games and working as part of teams. So it could be like building something, but they've got to work with their team to communicate and understand that they have to work together to actually achieve something. So what else have I got on that? Let me just have a quick look on my spreadsheet. Hello Shelley Dowd, thank you for watching. Don't forget to post your questions if you have something. So we'll just check this. So yeah, so it's looking at real life situations with the social skills, and I've got lots of wellbeing activities and games that we can involve in that. So it's could be that we're doing some Lego building together, and it's the children have to listen to their partner to be able to create something with their Lego. So it's learning about other people, learning about relationships and how everybody feels on the whole. Let's have a look. So it's building trust and relationships with people. Hello Ben and Sam. Nice for you to join in. Hopefully it won't be too boring. I'm just giving all the overview of what you might be involved in. So my computer keeps asking. So yeah, so lots of different team games, trying to make it so it's fun for them, interactive, and if they've got some ideas that they want to do, then I'll incorporate those with the children as well. Okay, then we're coming to like activities involving nature and exploring the outdoors. So at the two locations we've got outdoor adventure close by. So Ince in Makefield, which is sensorial. We've got Walmsley Park, which is less than a 5-minute walk away. They've got a pond at the back, lots of woodlands that we can explore and go through. So I'll be looking at doing like pond dipping, collecting items, something that they can bring back that we can use to do activities with. So we might be analysing. Woo! Wow, Sam. Good, I'm glad it excites you. So we could be building a raft. Be good to collect lots of things from nature, collect things to build a raft. Might have a race, might make a kite, anything you can think of. It might be something just a bit more of a craft activity. So this will be at Walmsley Park for the Ince, and then at the Hay, St David's in Hay, that will be more of a longer adventure because it's a full day. It's like a 9-hour day. So at that location we'll be looking at doing a big explore, long good walk on that. Just get outdoors in nature, using mindfulness as well while we're outside, to use all our senses to feel, hear, see, touch, taste. Well, maybe not taste while we're outdoors, that'll depends on what activity we're doing. But just to get a whole feel of being present in the moment and enjoying being outside. So that's it at Hay. So all of them, there's a pond as well at Hay, which if you walk down from the top of Aspel, there's a place called the Windmill, and it is actually a windmill, and you can walk to there, and there's a pond there. So it's a bit quieter there rather than going into Hay Hall, which we will do, but just so we've got an option there to explore on different levels, because I know Hay Hall can get really, really busy in the holidays, so that will be one of my risk assessments and priorities in making sure the children are safe. So activities now then, so we've collected all our items from nature. Afternoons, hopefully we're going to be creating something. Now these activities are not set in stone, what I've got planned. It is flexible. So hoping to have a theme for each day. So if you're interested in coming to Sensorial, let's have a look. So we've got a kindness theme, laughter and joy, mindfulness and me, daydreams, and then the last day is calm minds, peace and presence. Some of the activities involved in that is making dream catchers, doing leaf rubbings, mindfulness bingo. That sounds interesting. Worry dolls. So going back to the emotions that we've focused on in the morning, creating something as a tool. So it could be worry dolls, worry bags, things that we can help, skills, transferable skills for your child to take in different environments that they're working in or involved in throughout their lives. And it's also useful for you as an adult. So I've got board games and puzzles because children will have an opportunity to have some free time. I'm building up like sensory items, games, puzzles. I said sensory. So one of the boys that I work with at school, he's really inspired me. And he goes to the toilet and then he takes ages. So I go and check on him. And he's there with his hands in the water and the soap and he's making bubbles. And I was like, you've just given me a brilliant idea that how to create, well, it's already in place, it's not my idea, it's someone else's, but to use the idea of bubbles and colour and paint and make something that's really fun. Bit messy, but hey ho, that's part of being a child, and even as an adult, my inner child's going to come out as well. Okay, so we've got, throughout the day there's more like breathing exercises and meditation. Now the meditation is something, it's going to be 10 minutes max. It's not a long sitting there. And all it is just taking you on a guided journey. I might take you to, you might want to go to a theme park. So I'll ask the children where they want to go on their experience and I'll take them somewhere that it gives them lots of sensory exploration, give them the feelings of what they want to experience. So maybe it's going to the beach and they want to build a sandcastle or they want to find some treasure. I'm just going to take them there for a short space of time. And the more that we do this, the more confidence they'll have at calming themselves and ability to then take this away and use this at school or at home or with the friends. And then when they're feeling anxious or uncomfortable, they can use some of these techniques, whether it's counting and breathing at the same time, whether it's using something like self-massage techniques that I'm going to be showing them on the hands and the feet, whether it's taking themselves to a quiet space. It's learning these things that sometimes as an adult we forget children don't know how to do and don't know how to self-regulate. So I'll be really focusing a lot on that, and hopefully parents will get involved and you'll want to try these out at home with your children. So keep up the posts on the group because I will be sharing some more wellbeing tips in the coming weeks that you can try at home. So that's activities. Do you have any more questions about activities? Let me know. Lunch. So it is bring your own lunch. I don't think you want to try my lunches. I'm not fantastic. I'll just be buying my own. So if you could bring a packed lunch, that would be fabulous. Obviously on the shorter days we will still be going out for lunch, trying to be outdoors in nature while we're eating. So I'll take like a ground sheet, blankets, and also when we're going out as well, if we're on the main roads, we'll have high-vis jackets so that everyone's secure. There's lots of risk assessments that will be in place. You can check this out on my website, although risk assessments are still in process, sorry. Policies and procedures are on my website. So if you've got a child, yes, I can remind you of the dates for Hay Hall. Just bear with me a second. Okay, so Hay Hall are Wednesdays, starting the 25th of July, and it's 8:30 until 5:30 p.m. and it's a full day. For that full day, if you book the early bird price, it's £12 £27 up until the 1st of July, and then after the 1st of July the price goes up to £30. Now if you've got siblings, the price is then £25 per sibling, so £50 for 2 children. Okay, so the dates, just bear with me because I thought I brought my leaflet with me and I've not. Okay, so we've got the 25th of July, 1st of August, 8th of August, 15th of August, 22nd and 29th of August. So consecutive Wednesdays throughout the summer. Sensorial in Ince is Mondays, which is the 23rd and 30th of July, 6th, 13th and 20th of August, and that's 10 till 2. So it's a shorter day. If you're not fully or your child's not fully confident at going for a full day, that's more of a suitable option for you. So I was going to say as well, if you've got children under 8, you can bring them along, but they have to be escorted or with a parent or carer. Now that doesn't mean you have to stay in the room or location with us all the time. There is a cafe on site, which means you can have a little break as well, and you can interact with whatever's going on. There might be other parents in there as well, because at Sensorial it is a sensory place where people go and hire out the rooms to use with different lightings and sensory things. So you can do that, but you have to be in the vicinity if you've got a child under 8. Now, if you've got a child with additional needs, now this is an area that I might need to discuss with you one-to-one over this, because of the staffing ratios and needs. I would need to discuss further with you. So if you do have additional needs children, then please speak to me personally, because I do recommend that they do come with a parent or carer, but I think we need to discuss the needs of your child in particular to see whether that is the case or not, and depending on my insurance whether that covers me, that is something that is quite important that we do discuss. So let's have a look. Okay, so fetch that. Okay, yes, lovely. That's lovely, Luby, thank you. I'm currently DBS checked, which means that it's a police check to make sure that I have no incriminating things against me. So I can, if people do want that number, they can check that online. I will, if you want to message me, I'll give you my DBS number. Any other questions? Please post them. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is say, please share this post. Please let people know what's coming to Wigan. It's very hard for me on my own to reach a lot of people, but if you all support me, then I can help reach a lot more children. So I've got various posts on my Facebook page. You have a look on there or on my website, which is www.peaceandpresence.co.uk. I will post that on this video as well for you to see. So if you are interested and you want to book your child, you can contact me on 077 96 79877 or email me at info@peaceandpresence.co.uk, or just on Facebook Messenger as well, if that's easier. Trying to think anything else I've missed out there. It's quite hard to know. Double check. Okay, so I'm just going to read, I think. Okay, I forgot to mention retro games, I think. So all the games and activities that I do will be focused on games that we used to do in the 80s, 90s, things that don't involve technology. So there won't be a lot of technology involved in the days. Mobile phones I do recommend that the children don't bring, and I have got a policy for no mobile phones. So if you do need to contact your child, please contact me and we can arrange something to be sorted for that. Last little bit I think I've just got to check. So we've got nature, social skills, maths, meditation, creative activities. Bring some with you if you want to bring something with them, because I'm not the best at everything, knowing what's out there. Yeah, so free play. If they want to do colouring, I've got some books for reading. And it's games that you can just do that doesn't take any equipment at all. So just making up games. Could be doing treasure hunts. It's just playing it by ear and what the kids want to do. And as a play worker, I am a kind of bit of a spontaneous person. I will kind of just think something up and we'll go along with it. So it could be like counting things. It's a kind of mindfulness games as well at the same time. And also, yeah, at the end of the day, if you come into Hay, I will be having an option for children to watch a film to wind down. It won't be anything inappropriate. It'll be just something really just to kind of wind them down after a long day. And also, everything is weather dependent. So yeah, just keep adding little things in. So if it is a rainy day, it depends how bad it is whether we do go out. But I would love to go out still. So with parents' consent, if it is a rainy day, bring the wellies, bring the waterproofs. That's the whole part of being in nature. I don't see the point in saying nature and being outdoors if we're not going to experience it in all weathers. It is an adventure on uneven grounds. It's exploring and getting out there. We don't spend, as humans, we don't spend as much time in nature as we should do, and even myself, I probably should be out more, and that's why I'm doing it outside now, because that's my time to be outside and make sure that I check in with myself as well. I forgot to say I'm a qualified meditation teacher as well. There's lots to add in there. So yeah, I will be writing some short meditations for the children. I will post them so people can read what I'm going to be sharing with the children. And the mindfulness, it's a lot about the sensory and feeling and touching. So I did an example a couple of weeks ago where we just had a tangerine, and we just sat for a couple of minutes and peeled it, smelled it, felt it, tasted it, and used all our senses. So it's activities like that, and then hopefully the children will be able to get new friends, interact more, and learn how to communicate with others and understand the behaviours that we sometimes take for granted. And hopefully they'll go away with it and wanting to come back again. So I do hope you do want to participate with your children and join in with the club and the camp, and please share it. That's all I can ask for you. So any more questions before I go? Give me a thumbs up or a like to say if you've enjoyed it. And thank you very much for watching, Luby. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully I'll get to meet, is it Sam and... You did post Sam and Ben, is it? Ben and Sam. So how old are Ben and Sam? They sound like a nice little pair. Can't wait to meet them. Okay, so I'm going to love you and leave you there. Please email me, ring me. No problem. So please ring me or email me to discuss further, and hopefully we can get you booked on in the next few days. Ben's 11. Oh, super Ben. So it's not Ben 10, it's Ben 11. Passed that one, haven't we? We'll have to have Sam 10. Oh, good. So that's a nice age. Okay, I'll take care. Any more comments or questions, you can just ask me personally if you think of it on the way. Alright then, take care. Bye-bye.